So the first week we talked about making the decision and
You got
everything. I got Teddy.
Aw.
Tell them about the shots and everything.
Yeah, so, like I said on the last video, I had to do 8 straight days of 4 to 5 shots every evening before I went to bed. I did that. It wasn't fun. It was definitely,
Some other
hard to
notes
do
are no caffeine,
at all, which we talked about.
which is great.
Yeah, I mean, I've been tired, it's when you drink so much coffee and that's the only thing you run on, because I
Yeah.
don't do like,
She doesn't. Here, it's something I didn't say earlier, and I wish I had of. And Mona's going to start, and has been,
Right.
doing a multivitamin, one a day. Your woman's.
Yes, I do the prenatal right now.
Prenatal.
Vitamins, and it has everything in it, so I only have to do that for now. And I started that a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, moving forward, we did the shots, we did the egg retrieval, which...
Hold on. Oh,
You don't need to jump in
yeah.
there?
Wow. Let's take this down a notch.
All right.
So we're enjoying the day today. These guys are gonna have some cheat meals. Mona gets some cheat meals.
I'm getting pizza.
She's gonna get some pizza.
Yeah. All right.
She went through the shots every night, getting ready for this process. No working out. It's been a month
Yeah,
with no working out.
0. I feel like I'm shrinking, but I worked
Let's see the
out
biceps.
I worked out so hard because I knew that this was a possibility. So I worked out so hard before I started the process. So
Yeah, so you haven't worked out in a month, no caffeine.
No.
We did the shots. So we did set it up with the nutrition and everything prior to. And we got her calorie intake around 3,000 calories every day. And she doesn't, I'm not forcing her to eat on schedule. I'm forcing her to eat anytime she's hungry.
which is all the time.
Right. which is all the time. We brought her body weight up to about 150 pounds.
Almost.
Yeah, right around there.
147.
Okay, 147.
Yeah.
And this is great because you're talking about a girl in her early 40s with no cardio, eating 3,000 calories, and it took about a month just to get to put 7 pounds on, which is fine. And basically what we're trying to do is just get those calories intake up there and get that body really, because one of the biggest things is she was too lean, and the doctor wanted her
To put on weight.
fatten up.
Yeah.
And it's tough. And I know you guys are gonna hate this, but
Well,
everybody's
it's tough for
different.
me.
It's tough to get her fat,
Yeah. I can't.
which is much better and healthier for the baby. So that's just a tidbit of information for you guys, so you understand the whole process. That it is better to be a little heavy instead of this lean kind of bodybuilding physique for a baby, especially in your 40s. So that is some of the process we've been doing. We're going to continue forward. Some of the things that we did find out through this process is trauma to the body. And what I mean by that is if you are training, and you guys will understand this, if you guys are going to go through this process, you'll meet doctors and you're going to assume that these doctors have all the answers. They're just
They don't.
people. They're
Yeah.
people that specialize in what they're doing. And sometimes what happens is these doctors will cookie cut and everybody's the same. So they saw on a piece of paper that she was in her early 40s. So maybe you shouldn't train, you shouldn't do anything like this, which we now know traumatized her body. And what I mean by that is this. If you work out 6 to 7 days a week and you train like she trains, just stopping working out, your body's going to go into shock.
Oh, it's been tough for a month.
But go further on that, if you can.
Well, actually, my body is aching from not working out. If that's even makes any sense.
It does, because I
Yeah.
know that my body aches after a
It
week
aches.
of not training.
I wake up and I'm like, I'm trying to stretch, but it is what it is. It's what we're gonna have to do.
Okay, so with that being said, one of the things that we realize now is that we should have trained a portion of the time. We shouldn't have gone from 6 days or 7 days of training down to 0. We should have gone to 3 days. Instead of training
Just cut
intense,
back a little bit.
yeah, instead of in training intense, we should have just trained lighter and just having fun.
And I should have
going in
had
the
a
gym.
half a cup of coffee instead of 2 cups of coffee. So.
You shouldn't have cut the coffee completely out.
Yeah.
You should have just went down to a half a cup of coffee. So for her, it would have worked better if we changed up the routine by cutting it in half or into a third. We would have been
It would have been.
would have been fine and less traumatized
Okay.
to the body. And Ted just wants to get going. She wants her swim
Do
today.
you want to go down? Oh.
So egg retrieval.
Yes, egg retrieval, it's quite, like I said, it's a waiting game because you have to wait to make sure that the eggs.
Well, we got them.
We got them. We got 6 eggs. Apparently only 3 were good.
That happens.
That
happens.
happens.
And
I mean,
again,
not all
the
of them are
percentages were, the percentages are what they are. Percentages, what is it again?
Oh God, this
For
is
over 40?
20.
20%.
20%.
The possibility of having a good or getting
It's
good
scary.
eggs is 20%.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, so
But yeah, we got 3 good eggs. We're gonna create those embryos and
we're going to, or we did?
with it, sorry, create the embryos. Send them out for the genetic testing and
So we did everything. We got the 6 eggs, if I'm correct.
right, 6 eggs. 3 were good.
3 were good.
Mhm.
3 mixed, and then
Yes.
we sent those out. 1 took.
1 came back.
1 took,
Yeah.
and we sent it out for genetic testing, and then it came back as a no-go.
Nope.
So
I
we
know,
are
we're
at
stretching this conversation now because it's disappointing.
yeah.
So it didn't work, guys. It did not work.
End of the day, did not work,
Yeah.
which is disappointing, but hey, it happens. What was really disappointing on this one is, and again, for you guys that are going to do this, pick your doctors correctly. If you're, here's the problem with living in LA. You assume by going to Beverly Hills you're getting the cream of the crop, you're getting the best person. And so what we did was we went to Beverly Hills and we got
The
this.
best office, you walk in, they give you
Yeah, it's
cookies
beautiful.
and
It's
tea.
great.
And, yeah.
Um,
Knowing one of the best doctors, but let me tell you,
Unfortunately,
from my experience, it sucked. Everything it sucked.
anytime you do something like this, you basically want to be able to get a hold of the doctor or talk to the doctor. After the process is done, you would still like to understand, okay, what slipped up, what happened, what can we change for the next process so we can move forward. Unfortunately, as we were going through this, both of us had questions like, when she talked about
Lots of
nutrition to me, and you guys understand I know nutrition, so when you're going to talk nutrition, let's talk. And when we got into the nutrition, I was catching her on things going, wait a minute, you don't know your nutrition as well as you thought you did. And then she'd never circle back around to really answer the questions that I asked. So that
Right.
made me question things. And then after the process was over, to get a hold of the doctor, couldn't get a hold of the doctor. And then
Impossible.
when we finally did, she came back with excuses like, well, it could have been the lotion you were wearing or something like that. Now,
Put it this
lotion
way.
you were wearing, let me finish. The lotion you were wearing, probably, if there was some kind of lotion that you shouldn't wear while you're doing the process, that should be told
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be bitter here. We knew this might happen. We knew this could possibly happen, that this doesn't work. But just pick your doctor carefully to where you can do the whole process and understand what you're learning.
Yeah, well, I feel like even the staff that they're working there, when I called and I asked questions and I said, please, call me and also email me details, they said, we could only do one. We are so busy. We have so many patients. We could only do one, either emails or calls. I'm like, pay you so much money. you can't.
I don't know if you guys know this.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This is an
Very disappointing.
expensive thing to do.
Yes,
Um,
very expensive.
Just so you know, when you do run this ran around 40,
Yeah,
40,
42,000.
42,000.
40
So you just,
yeah.
if you guys are thinking about doing something like this, and again, it might work, it might not, but it's $42,000 for nothing. possibly, or for something that's a beautiful creation. Unfortunately, at this time, no go.
No go.
But here's something that I want to do, and I want to talk about this, is what do you guys at home think might be the problem? And if you guys have done this, if somebody's watching this that's done this, is there any advice that you have for us? I'd love to hear this. I'd love you to comment below, and let us know what your thoughts are. Do you think that maybe our age is an issue, that we're too old? Do you think all the working out that we've done has done something? Is there anything else that we're not sure of, that you guys are sure of, that maybe give the reason that that this did not take? So please let us know that.
Yeah. Well, with that said, we're going to keep moving forward. I'm actually going to meet a new doctor this week. I want to try this process again. I'm going to try it again.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. Yeah, I have hopes. It's disappointing that it didn't work, but I think it will work. I mean, you just cannot give up that easy. Okay, and I don't like my doctor, and I'm hoping that the new doctor is better.
So we'll definitely say, the doctor's name here, so and put down the new doctor's name, and we'll see, and we'll move forward, and we'll have fun doing it. But in the meantime, order the pizza.
I'll have some pizza, and we're not celebrating obviously anything,
No.
but we're celebrating moving forward. So
we're moving forward.
stay tuned.
We're going for a swim.
Yeah,
We're going for a swim.
Daddy wants to run. But thank you guys again. Comment below, let us know your thoughts, and we'll see you very soon.
Where you go? You ready for the swim now?